All right, let's hear from a few more people via Discord. davidpakman.com/Discord is the place. Let's go to Spencer from Wyoming. Spencer, you were on the air.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
It's an honor to talk to you. I'm glad you called on me. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I wanted to bring up a question. I'm originally from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I lived in a community near Gettysburg. And we started a petition to rename all the streets named after Confederate generals to Union.
Okay.
And everyone in the community hated it, like all the older folks specifically. And eventually I said, if we could just get one street sign change, I would call that a win. And I'm wondering what you think of, we have majority in the Senate, House, and White House.
Yep.
But should we be focusing on baby steps, or should we be focusing on, like in my example, should I have been happy with just one street change, or is it more important to really push what you believe in to be right?
Oh man, this is a really tough and big issue. So I think we should take any wins we can get. Okay, so with the street signs example, the street names example, if you want every street name, Confederate street name changed, but all that can be done because of the circumstances politically is one is changed, you still take it, right? You still take it, but at the same time, you keep pushing for more. I think for me, the other thing is, I'm all about changing, the school names. I don't want General Robert E. Lee High School or whatever and street. I'm fine with that. But I sometimes worry that too much energy is going into things like changing street names or taking down statues when there are much more substantive issues. I get that you've got, you rectify the language to try to impact culture. I get the concept of that. And so calling a street by a different name can sort of at a base level change how we think about things and think about history. I also think the left needs to be careful not to overplay our hand on things like street names, although we should work on them and we can walk and chew gum at the same time. But that's a really complicated question. But to go to, we should take any wins we can get. Maybe the only thing that was possible there was the one street name,
Yeah. It was Nathan Bedford Forrest, which Forrest Gump is named after. It was that street, but he lived on it. So we were able to get that one change, but people were just, they started questioning, the Civil War wasn't even about slavery. It was ugly, but it really made me question, like, should I be happy with that? That was last summer. I was like, should I be happy with what we've done here, or should I have wanted more? But I think you raised some good points.
You should want more, but you should be happy that you were able to get something, I guess. What was the street name changed to, out of curiosity? Was it changed to like Oak Street or something?
No, so all the other streets were Union generals, so it actually turned into Lincoln. We didn't have a Lincoln, believe it or not.
Okay, all right, well.
So, say what you want about Abe Lincoln, but better than Confederate general, I would say.
I would say so. All right, well, keep on fighting,
Yeah, thank you.
All right, very good. Okay, let's go next to... this is it. How about Elias from Helsinki? You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, I can.
Excellent. Congratulations for the 1 billion views, David.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you, Elias.
Yeah, I've been following you for, I think, about 7 years or something.
You're probably good for a couple thousand views, I would say.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I actually want to ask you a bit of a more fundamental question regarding your political views. So
now, Elias, I know you said you're in Helsinki. Are you Scottish?
No. No, I'm Finnish, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry about the accent. I do have some Scottish friends, so I suppose they might have an influence.
Fascinating. All right, go on. I apologize for interrupting.
Yeah, no problem. So, I think you've said that you're in some sense in favor of the sort of Nordic model, i.e. sort of capitalistic system with socialistic policies woven in. Am I describing that correctly?
Yeah, I don't call them social. I don't call it a capitalist system with socialist policies. The way I describe social democracy is a socially conscious, well-regulated form of capitalism. That's the way I describe it.
Yeah, okay, I think that's fair. And yeah, I basically, if I'm thinking practically, I would say that's my basically my basic political views as well. But if I'm thinking more idealistically or hypothetically myself, I would actually be much more in favor of actual socialism or communism, if that was actually practical. So obviously, I don't think it's really that practical, so we don't live in a vacuum. But if we're just thinking hypothetically, would you be in favor of more actual socialistic or communistic policies?
No, I am not a socialist or a communist. I don't believe that the means of production should be socially owned. I certainly don't believe that they should be government owned. I think that people should be free to own businesses and determine for themselves sort of to what degree they want to be entrepreneurs. I don't believe that the government should be allocating resources in most cases. I'm fine with using market systems to allocate resources in many cases, although I think in certain areas, things should be outside of the market. Healthcare, education, I've spoken about it before. And I also would not be in favor of a government imposing that the means of production must be socially owned or owned by the government. Now, if individual businesses want to decide for themselves, we will be a cooperative. I am all for that, 100%. But no, I would not want to impose socialism or communism. Those are not my views.
Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. I think that's an unsubscribe for me.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you, Elias.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you,
in all
David.
seriousness, though, how late
Yep.
is the sun out in Helsinki right now?
Right now, I think it's up about, or it would be setting at around 8. I don't know, maybe 9.
Oh, that's earlier than I thought. I thought Helsinki was far enough north where you had a very long day in the summer.
Yeah, it is, but it's not that bad yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of months since before it's dark at this time. So
I see.
Japan.
But so wait, when in the middle of December, when does the sun go down? How early does it set?
Probably at 5 or something.
Oh, wow. It's not that different than the Northeast. All right. Well, I appreciate the call. Thanks for clarifying for me.
All right. Cheers, David.
Okay. There's Elias from Helsinki. A beautiful phone call, I have to tell you. One of our sponsors is SteadyMD Primary Care, the easier and more affordable way to do primary care. And they're giving you 50% off because you are in my audience. You just answer a few questions. SteadyMD will match you with a licensed primary care physician that's tailored to your needs. You'll have a 1-hour virtual appointment and start a meaningful relationship with your new doctor. And from then on, your doctor will be available to you by text, phone, and video chat. It's not some random doctor on call. Your SteadyMD doctor has a limited number of patients. You get the attention you deserve, and they can help you with anything your primary care doc normally would. It's very cool how it works. You don't need insurance. It's just $99 a month, no other fees or copays for visits. Take the free quiz and see which doctor is a perfect fit for you. You'll get 50% off your first month when you go to steadymd.com/Pakman. No risk, no long-term commitment. The link is right underneath the video.